AV Jam, we're back. Me, him. If you remember, however many moons ago.
December.
Was it really?
Yeah, December.
Christ, time flies, doesn't it?
When you're having fun.
Many moons back, we decided to set Ashers a challenge.
We're going to set you a challenge to start one of our rooms with a voice command, with a couple of simple voice commands off our Crestron control system. And we'll come back then at some point next year and do it all over again. And I'm sure Kev might behave. No.
All around voice control and seeing if he was capable of making our room, we went for this room, work with a couple of simple voice commands.
Dead easy.
Dead easy. Simple.
Anybody could do it.
I want to let one of you try it.
Well, he's learnt a lot, right? And he's going to talk to us about that in a minute. He can't be with us right now, where we're going to show what he's done, but we'll be with him later in the week. There's an Alexa there. Alexa, start meeting room VC.
Okay.
Oh.
Ta-da!
Go on, Ashers! He did it! He did it! Okay, so we didn't do anything with the Crestron panel.
I didn't touch it.
We walked in, and that command started the room, started the call from a pre-scheduled Skype for Business.
That was a pre-scheduled call. It's powered the displays, as you saw. It's actually powered the panel, put the panel, which you can't see, on the right interface. So it's not on the home screen, it's actually on the VC interface.
So when we see him tomorrow, he's going to tell us everything he's learned on this journey, which it's not as simple as we think. But he sent us an email that was written in code. How geeky could that guy be?
User guide in code, yeah.
I didn't understand half of it.
Can we wind him up and tell him it didn't work? Because he's not here to see this. Can we wind him up and tell him it was crap?
What, just for a minute? Okay, we'll do that. See you tomorrow.
And we're back. Today is from yesterday is today, you're not tomorrow. And we've got Jace, Kev, and the one and only Steve Ashby. Well, hold on, hold on. Let's just think about this a little bit.
There we go.
So we talked a little bit about voice control recently, and we tasked Steve with a very, very simple technique of getting an Alexa to start a meeting. And we managed to test that out yesterday, and Steve's been dying to know.
He's been texting us all night.
Texting non-stop.
I've been ignoring him.
How it worked. And no.
No what?
Just terrible.
No, it was perfect, mate.
It worked perfectly fine. It works in Yorkshire, Brummie, and whatever Kev speaks.
I don't even know what I speak.
Brilliant. Voice is here.
My only thing was,
well, it's not.
half an hour afterwards, I thought, right, without reading your stupid set of instructions, let's start it so I can show off. And I'd forgot the commands.
Yeah.
And if you use the slightly wrong command, it didn't do anything.
No.
Do you know what did me with that? And this is what I said to you. It was like 4 words. Alexa, start, blah, blah.
Yep.
I could tell her the first 3 words and
Yeah.
get the last word wrong. That last word could have been VC or meeting or whatever. Didn't care about the first 3. If I got that last one wrong, she just told me, nah, can't do it.
But she did give you some other options. Though.
She did.
Which one do you
That's
want?
that's
Yeah,
it.
like, the one I've asked for.
There's a problem. There's a massive problem, and it's wound me up trialing it. I don't understand why I haven't come across it before. I've got a suspicion my home setup, I may have set it to the US. But
To some hotel.
Amazon for Business or Alexa for Business does not exist in Europe. It's been coming since 2017. It's still not here, and it's holding.
They
It
told
is,
us about
it's
that.
holding the whole thing back, and that's why yes, it works, but you're limited. And what I wanted you guys to see, and the reason we did like we did, was because it works.
Yeah.
All that it'll mean with Alexa for Business is it can work better. It can be refined. It can, you can stop it from doing that joke. You can stop it from doing the alarm. You can stop it from purchasing something for you.
Yeah, I don't want to
Yeah.
stop her doing the joke though.
But in a professional environment, Kev,
I went mad at her.
you don't want that. I mean, there's Alexa start VC, and there's something very similar to that, an artist. Do you mean VC so and so? I'm like, no. But if you could turn that off, so it doesn't even compute to go, that's what that might be. If you could lock it down for a business environment, then you've got a winner, and you've got voices there. Voice is going to work, and you can also then those key phrases that you have to use, you can manipulate. You can use different ones.
And
It worked. I think the beauty of that with your code, not only did it start the call, it started the room. It powered everything up. It made sure that I was on the right page on the panel for me then to go in and manipulate and share content or whatever. It did what you'd have expected it to do if I'd have just walked in and touched the button, which was good. I'm still not sure for me, but I think it's the reason because it's potentially so locked down. I don't like the fact that I can do a bit of deviation. So Alexa, start meeting room VC, great. Alexa, start my call. No way.
And then the exec's going to walk in and say, start my video call.
But this is the thing, that there's going to be, if it was unlocked, then there's more you can do. There's more you can say, and there's it's going to be a pain in the backside that first time you do it. But the more you do, the more you develop, and the more possibilities there are. And that's why I'm angry. I'm actually angry that...
It's angry.
I am.
Yeah, that was anger. Could you tell?
I'm actually angry that there's technology there. All we seem to do is talk about the future, the future, the future, the future. There's technology here right now that could be used. And it's just, for some reason, because it's Europe, now there might be people watching, they might turn around and say, it's because of this, it might be to do with GDPR or anything like that. I'm not sure. But what I know is it's been out in the US for years. Why can't that be brought to Europe, to the UK?
Is there a date?
No. I've emailed, and this, I've emailed Amazon asking. I've emailed the right department to say, is there any plans, is there any dates for it to be released in the UK, in Europe? I've been a bit more general. I've had no reply, nothing at all.
So I've had a Microsoft don't care,
Thanks,
but
Amazon.
now Microsoft do care. So now it's Amazon don't care.
Well, that's it. And do you know what? The way I see it at the moment, and this as somebody that's tried to develop stuff and always looking at changing things and adding things, if Amazon don't care, then Google, when are you bringing it out? And I mean it.
But didn't you say Google was a bit more
savvy with
Google, Google's
Google. Ironically, when it
wake up with A-up.
when it comes to, funny enough, when it comes to Google, that is what actually Crestron got built into their touch panels. The voice to it's Google. That's very, very basic. It doesn't have all the sort of advanced processing to it. The voice to text, that's it, speech to text. So that's where it'll come in interesting in terms of Google. I forgot their actual full title. At the moment, there's bits of it that are configurable, but very little.
Okay, so back to what you tried with Alexa and your made-up US address.
Yep.
What did you see different that they are actually getting? What are we, should Amazon listen and give it us? What would you expect over and above?
Well,
what have you seen?
You can, with the US account, as I say, you can lock down Alexa so that it is purely for business. Anything that's considered as, unprofessional or anything like that tool, like telling jokes in meetings or
I'm banned.
Set alarm.
I'm not allowed in.
Then-
Alexa business bans, Kev.
then that's where you sort of start locking it out more. You also then get different skills. So everything for Alexa is based on skills. And with that, you then get the ability to create more defined commands. So that's where you can say start my meeting or start VC or anything like that at all. You can add prefixes. So at the moment, in the UK and Europe at the moment, you don't have to say tell Crestron if we're using Crestron Control.
Which actually was...
However, that's one of the skills that actually means that you can do whatever you want. So one of the annoying things about that was the fact that when you wanted to stop, if you started a meeting, Alexa, start meeting room VC, Alexa, stop VC in meeting room. When you wanted to stop, saying stop meeting room VC wouldn't work the same way as start would. You can, with the custom skills, you can turn that around and you can obviously then sort of go, no, that is what I mean to say, that is what I want. Do
But
that.
the custom skills would be Alexa, tell whoever to actually do this.
It would be tell Crestron, but that doesn't mean that, to be fair, you have to stick with Crestron. With the key,
when he said that.
with the key word, not the hardware. You could. That's where you develop your own. That's where you develop your own skills, and that's where the whole business venture for Amazon comes in. Amazon, AWS and all that. That's where it starts to happen.
Wrap us up with a question.
Mm.
Have I heard
That means
news
camera.
right with Poly Company have announced a partnership where Alexa is built into Trio?
I believe I've heard that.
I've heard it, but I've not.
However, if you go back through YouTube, you'll find a couple of videos with Crestron using Alexa and a Polycom system. One of the first ones out about 2-3 years ago.
I'm sure it was at Enterprise.
And it was, but I think what you'll find is exactly the same. It won't work in Europe. I might be proved wrong.
Oh, okay. Back to the same.
But
It's
it will
back to
be
whatever it's
essentially
running on.
it'll be exactly the same because it should be running for Alexa for Business.
Well, damn that then. Damn us for being European. Go Brexit.
I'll say that.
No,
I can't.
don't think that'll work either. To be fair,
No.
I'm pretty sure geographically we'll remain in the same situation.
Yeah, it's the same continent. Yeah, we're not moving. Go on.
Get the tugs.
Why we've got rid of him, I do think though, from the task that we set you, from me not being a believer in any way, then I have to say you did it.
Thank
And
you.
well done.
Thank you.
Well done, mate.
And just before we finish, Steve is the first one we've seen to get a hat trick of jams. So there's your.
Thank you
your
very
daily
much.
Jam hat trick swag.
I shall. I shall get down the gym and look forward to supporting that next year for you. Thank you very much.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Bye.